Hi, everybody. Hope you're well. Hope you've all had a good week so far. Weather's been a bit cooler. Well, it has on my end anyway. Hope it's nice and cool where you are. Sorry I haven't been on for a few weeks. I've been quite poorly with a chest and a lung infection, but I'm all better now, all back. Antibiotics done with. Cough gone away, thank God. So, yeah. Um, Sorry for being late on this evening. Unfortunately, we've lost one of our cats tonight, so I had to obviously attend to that. So yeah. Anyway, who have we got on? Let's see. Hi, Mariana. Hi, Linda. Hi, Catherine. Hi, Karen. Hi, Jamie. Hi, Marianne. Great news about your move. I hope you'll be happy in your new home, my darling. I'm sure you will. I'm sure things will settle down and get much better for you now you've moved. So today I will be using. Hi, Andrea. Hi, Charlene. Hope you're all well. So today I'll be using my Native Spirit deck. These are my go-to pack. I think I've got some missing, but I don't know. So yeah, thank you, Karen. Yeah, it's bad pregnancy. It was her first litter, but yeah, that's life, as they say. That's life. Yeah. So hi, June. Let's see. Now I can't guarantee that spirit will come through. I never guarantee that. But if they do come through, I'll let you know. Otherwise, it's a psychic reading from the cards. Okay, thank you, Jamie. Yeah, so Marianne, let's come to you. I feel like even though you've moved and things are getting better for you, my darling, you've still got some healing to do. You've got the medicine bag. So this is talking about self-care, especially with your emotions. If you see the waterfall in the background, the waterfall is still falling, but it's a gentle waterfall, almost serene, like a shower. So I want to say to you, you still got some emotional healing to do and some mental healing to do as well. I feel things are still a little bit rocky because I'm seeing the rocks behind the fountain as well. But you've got all the tools there to help yourself heal and to be able to move forward. All right, so you have an ongoing health issue. That would make sense. So there's definitely some healing as well as your physical health to do with your mental health and emotional health as well. But things are going to get smooth. Things are going to even out. Things are going to get better because I'm seeing the turquoise of the water where the waterfall is going into, and it's nice and smooth and nice and steady. So I do feel there will be a balance, some crying episodes. Yeah, once you've done your self-healing, my darling, there's healing meditations you can do, or I don't know if you go to a circle or whatever, but you can ask for healing for there. I'll send you some healing as well. But there will be a balance within the near future between your emotions and your mental health. The fog will clear, the rocks will smooth out. You've got the support there because I'm seeing a little bit of grass around the rocks, so you've got the support there. You've also got the red and the yellow and the blue for communication. So I feel a lot of this healing is to do with communication. It is calm, and I love turquoise. It's an equal balance. It's very warm, very soothing. But I do feel there's some communication needed to help with some of this healing. So whatever risks that need healing, whatever tensions that need resolving, make sure you go. That menopause isn't an easy time, ain't that the truth? I know that feeling, my darling. You can be very emotional, but that being said, there's a lot of brain fog with menopause as well. So I feel like there's a little bit of anxiety and a little bit, I wouldn't say panic, but a little bit of trepidation as to whether things are right in your head. It's like you second questioning yourself about everything because you're not sure if it's you, whether it's a brain fog, whether it's other people putting rubbish in your head. So you need to prioritize and sort that out, and that's where the healing will come. So again, there are family rifts. It's about communication. Use your wisdom. You've got the yellow there on the medicine bag as well. It's about using your wisdom and not playing the blame game, but sticking to the facts and just explaining how you feel to people, and then kind of plant seeds in the heads, if you get what I'm saying. All right, my sweetheart. I do have a female with me from the world of spirit, and this female is a generation back. So I want to go grandma with this lady, and this lady would have had pins and needles in the end of her fingers. I wouldn't say it was arthritis, but there was something wrong with the fingers. They was always cold, and it had like a numbing pins and needles feeling. I almost feel like there was a problem with the blood, problem with the circulation. Would you understand this with grandma, please, Marianne? You get blamed for everything, yeah. But it's about explaining that. Kay Weezy, you are not new. I've seen you on here 100 times before, always asking for a reading. So don't make out that you're new, my darling. God loves a trier. Yes, blood problems. Thank you for that confirmation. All right, my darling. So grandma's definitely here. And she's definitely got circulatory problems with the hands and the tips of the fingers, feeling numb. Now, she's holding my hand, so I don't know whether you held her hand as she passed over, but she's making reference to somebody holding her hand. Or this could be, I'm not trying to make it fit. You haven't held it, but okay. That will explain it. That's why she's holding your hand, because she's sensed, that's her way of telling me that that would make sense. But I do feel this is also symbolic of reaching out, a hand reaching out. It's almost like she's saying to you that you need to be the one to make the first move, because you need to not explain yourself. She doesn't want you to explain yourself, but people need to understand how they are making you feel and what it's doing to your emotions and trust and all the rest of it. In order for the heal to move, people have got to take responsibility, she's saying, and she's doing this with the hands. People need to take responsibility. So I don't know if she'd do that in life, but this is what okay. Yeah. When she was serious, she would sort of clap her hands together. People are stubborn and harsh. This is why you need to be the first one to reach out. You need to start that conversation. And then once that communication is going, use your wisdom and your knowledge to heal the rifts and to be able to communicate. She would tell them to sort things out. This is why she's doing that. She's saying it's time it was sorted out, but you've got to be the one to make the first move. All right, my darling, I will leave grandma's with you. Grandma's with you. I will leave grandma's love with you, and I'll say thank you to her and thank you to you for working with me. All right, my darling. Okay, let's see who's next. Let me scroll to the top. Who's my next victim? Recipient. Okay, let's have a look. I can't guarantee Dad will come through, Mariana, but we will give it a go. Let's pull you a card. Let me know that you're still here, Mariana. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing your name right. Not seen you on here before. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you, everybody, for joining me on Universal Spiritualism. Thank you to Veronica for putting all these platforms together and having me on. Thank you for joining me on this very muggy but cooler Thursday evening. Hi, Tiana. I'm okay, my darling. I'm okay. I'm a little bit on the emotional side at the minute, but I'm trying to breathe through it. Oh, Jamie, thank you. You're very welcome. Like I say, I haven't been here for the past few weeks. I've been really poorly, and I nearly didn't do tonight, but it keeps my mind off things. So yeah. Okay. Owl medicine for you, Mariana. So this is about knowledge, it's about learning, and it's about wisdom. Now, what I want to say to you is you've got the bright yellow in the sky there. You've got the sun shining down on you. So right now, I feel like you're in a place. You're exactly where you need to be at the moment, my sweetheart. Now, I don't know what you do for work or if you study, but I'm feeling there's new knowledge and new wisdom coming in for you within the next few months, whether you're starting a new study in September after the summer. I don't know where you are in the world, but our term starts back in September after the summer break. But there's definitely a wisdom there. And I want to say as well, there's something going on with you at the moment where you're having to keep your eyes wide open and you're having to listen to all sides of the story, because you're having to figure out what exactly is going on and where the truth lies. It's like you're having to read between the lines. You work in education. Oh, wonderful. Brilliant. So I don't know if there's a promotion coming, but there's definitely new studies coming in for you. There's definitely new knowledge being brought to you to do with that education. Now, an owl sees all things. It can rotate its head all the way around. It's the only animal that can do it. So again, it's about looking all around you. Yes, waiting for the truth coming out. Again, thank you for that confirmation, my darling. So yeah, so you're looking all around you and you're searching for the truth of the matter. Now, what I want to say to you is it doesn't necessarily need your input or your interference is the wrong word. I'm trying to think of the word and I've gone completely. Would you understand a gentleman in spirit that had a dementia or Alzheimer's condition? Because as I'm talking to you, I'm trying to get the words in my head and I'm forgetting what I'm trying to say. I'm forgetting the words that need to be used. Your dad. Okay, my darling. Again, thank you for that confirmation. So I've got dad with me with dementia. Okay, my darling. Well, dad's definitely here because he's making me feel very warm. And you feel this temperature change when dad's around you. You go very warm and you go very goosebumpy. And this is dad just wrapping his arms around you. Now, he wouldn't have been a cuddly person on earth, I feel. But he's just sort of holding your shoulders. Yeah, he's holding your shoulders and he's giving you a hug, and he's saying everything's going to be okay. Okay, so whatever it is you're worrying about, he's saying everything's going to be okay. We've got you. So whatever it is you've been asking for help with, he's there, he's with you, and he's trying to help. Okay, but you need to ask him for that help, and you need to ask your spirit team and your angels for the help, because they can't help you unless they have your permission. Okay, it's universal law, I'm afraid. But he's shining down on you as well. He's also looking on this promotion or this new level of learning that you're going into. Now, whether this is a change of job or an actual promotion, I'm not sure which, but it's going to put you a level up whichever way you go. So if you're thinking of a career move, if you're thinking of moving up in your educational role, now's the time to do it. I'm also getting a cough with dad. So I do feel he would have suffered a lot with chest infections. I don't feel it's asthma or emphysema or anything like that. I just feel that he would have suffered a lot with a lot of chest infections, especially in the winter. I know winter's, normal for colds and things, but he would have had particularly one lung. There you go. I was going to say would have had particularly problems on one side. So again, thank you for that confirmation. All right, my darling. So yeah, if you're thinking about going up a level with your career or with your job, now's the time to do it. And Dad's giving you the thumbs up for it. All right, my darling. So I'll leave Dad's love with you, and I'll say thank you for working with me. Okay, just let me grab a drink. Okay, thank you to everybody who's just joined. You're very welcome, Mariana. Hi, Gemma. Hi, Melissa. Hi, Charlene. Hi, Tanya. Hi, Bernadette. Raven. That's a beautiful name. I wrote a poem about a raven. Not a very complimentary one, I might add, but it's still a poem. And it's my granddad's favourite bird. Okay, Raven, let's see what the cards have for you. Hi, Diane. Hopefully somebody will come through. We'll have a look for you. Let me know you're still here, Raven. I do know there's a bit of a delay on Facebook, so I will be patient, which is very unlike a Taurian. Hi there, my darling. Okay, let's have a look and see what the cards have to say for you. For those of you that just joined, my name is Stace Shaw, and I'm a psychic, intuitive card reader and spiritualist medium. Oh, that'll be my washing machine, Cheryl. Sorry, I didn't realise you could hear it over the live. I've had to wash the blankets. You're welcome, Raven. Okay, let's see what the cards have to say for you. I do apologise if you can all hear my washing machine. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, offerings. Now then, my little Raven, you are a very spiritual person. You've got your ancestors all around you, and they're offering all the help and abundance of good things to come. You've also had things on your mind, my darling, because your ancestors are gathered around you. As you can see, that's Stonehenge. Each stone represents an ancestor that has passed into the spirit world. So I do know you've got a lot of spirit family up there, and I do know you've got a lot of spirit team up there. And as I'm talking, I've got a lady with me who's very softly spoken, very well spoken, and very well educated. And she's coming through on a maternal vibration. So this would either be mum or a grandma that you saw as mum, because I'm getting that kind of energy. So this would either be mum or grandma in spirit. I do feel very maternal, so I do feel it's more mum. Just let me know if that makes sense, please, if mum's in spirit. Now, the rainbow is in the cloudy, stormy sky. So I do feel there's been some troubles around you over the past 6 months or so. You've had a lot to deal with and a lot to go through. Hi, Dave. But this rainbow is a promise. It's a promise that everything's going to be okay and everything's going to sort itself out. And after a storm, there's always sunshine. And you can see the sun rising up in the background there amongst clearing them clouds. So there are better days coming, my darling, okay? Mum is past. Yeah, I feel mum is with me. Now, as I'm saying that, and as I read that on the screen, I got goosebumps. So again, you feel the goosebumps when mum is around you. You feel the temperature change, and you felt mum stroke your arm. I feel this is something she would have done to help calm your worries and to help calm your anxieties down. they're offering you a guiding hand, my darling, but again, you have to give them permission. But I feel like I'm flogging a dead horse, so to speak. So I feel like you already know this. I'm seeing crystals with you. I'm seeing herbs with you. I don't know if you work with herbs or if you have a lot to do with herbs and you have a lot to do with crystals, but I'm also seeing spell books. I'm seeing like a bit of a witchy atmosphere with yourself. So I don't know if that's what you are, or if that's what you're looking into becoming, sort of all the witch rituals. Fabulous. I absolutely love it. I love working with herbs and crystals and all that witchy stuff. Absolutely love it. But yeah, this is definitely, they're ready to work with you, my darling. Okay, and they're trying to help you out and they're trying to clear the storm clouds, and there are brighter days coming. So you've got love and help and support and abundance. You've also got support down here on the earth plane, because I'm picking up the grass around Stonehenge, around the stones. So as much as I feel like you're getting the help from spirit, I also feel that you've also got a lot of support down here. You've been trying to learn. There you go. You're on the right path, my darling. They're helping you out, and they're putting you on your pathway, and you are exactly where you need to be. All right, my darling. So stop the worries, hand it over to spirit, ask them to give you a hand, and brighter days will come. And yeah, you will shine, my darling. You will shine. All right. I don't know what the significance is of this. Sorry, I'm getting a cough with mum as well. Now, I don't know if mum had cancer or if there's cancer around you or cancer in the family, but I'm picking up a cancer condition, and I'm picking up it's in the lungs. I'm picking up because it's making me really cough. So I want to say this would be a lung cancer, either with somebody in spirit, with your mum, or with somebody around you. At the moment, she's making me aware of the cancer significance. Um, Again, let me know if that makes sense to you, my darling. But she's also talking about there's a locket. She's showing me a little locket, and this locket has a photo in it. And it looks like a photo of your mum. And I have to say, you could almost be sisters. It's like you've got her features, you've got her hair, you've got her, especially her nose and her lips. But you could be mistaken for sisters, because I feel that your mum was very young looking for her age. She kept her skin very nice. Um, I don't know if she was vegetarian, but she ate healthy. She ate a lot of her, again, herbs and vegetables and fruit, and she was all about nature as well, which is where you're not sure about the lungs. Would you understand the cancer condition though, my darling? Because she's bringing in the cancer, either here on the earth or in spirit, but there's a cancer link somewhere around you, because it's making me cough. Hi, Mandy. If you can't understand it, Raven, don't worry. I might have moved on, because I can see that Trish can take this if you can't. So don't make it fit, my darling. If it doesn't fit, that's fine. I've probably just moved on because they're jumping on me today. If you can't acknowledge a locket, there's something about getting a locket. She wants me to give you that. So if you haven't already got one, purchase one. And she wants a photo in it, because she's showing me a photo of herself. And again, you could almost be sisters. So yeah, I guess I'm not sure if it's my Amber. Oh, bless you. Oh, well, I'm not predicting, I'm not diagnosing, I'm not a doctor. So I'm not going to sit here and say that's what it could be or that's not what it could be. She's just acknowledging the cancelling. I'm not sure if it's my Aunt Brenda. She's sick right now. Okay. All right, my darling. This is probably why she's around, because of your Aunt Brenda being sick. But I'm not saying Aunt Brenda's got cancer, because, you know, that would be dangerous for me to do that. And I'm not a doctor and I'm not diagnosing. But just keep an eye on your Aunt Brenda, and I will send her some healing. And your mum's there. I'm feeling quite hot. I'm feeling quite feverish. Um, so I do feel there's a doctor's visit needed. All right, so make sure she gets the doctors and gets herself checked out, even if it's just to rule things out. It could just be a case of needing some antibiotics. There's a lot of nasty bugs going around at the moment. I know, because I've just spent 2 weeks getting over one. And I know Kelly from Prism of Light, she's sick as well with it. So we'll send her some healing as well, if you can, please. All right, I will leave that with you, my darling. I will leave your mum's love with you. Know she's around you. Keep going on learning all your witchy stuff, as I call it. Or maybe it is my grandmother. She couldn't breathe but was on oxygen. Ah, okay. Okay. All right, my darling. Well, she's sending healing anyway. She's watching everything that's going on. She's around you. I don't feel I'm wearing oxygen, so I don't feel it's your grandmother. But it could be. If you can understand it that way, my darling, I'll let you take it. But yeah, stay on the path that you go and keep learning your witchy stuff. You're exactly where you need to be, and you've got some brighter days coming. Hand your worries over to Spirit. They will help you out with them. All right, and the rainbow is everything's going to be okay. Okay, everything's going to settle down and it will sort itself out. All right, my lovely. So I'll leave mum's love with you, and grandma's too, if she's here. I honestly can't feel your grandma with me, but I'll send you her love, because I know that you're feeling her. All right, my darling. And thank you for working with me. Okay, now I saw a question. Give me a second, Trish, and I'll come to you, so don't go far. Don't disappear on me. There's something about... Right, Melissa. Can you pull a card for my daughter, Alex? She turned 15 today. Well, happy birthday to your daughter, Alex. I hope she's had an amazing day. I don't pull cards for people that aren't in the chat and not under 16 without parents' permission. Now, I know I've had your permission, but she's not in the chat, so I can't tune into her energy without her permission. It'd be like me inviting myself round to your house without an invite. So I suggest what you do is... I do private readings. You can catch me on Facebook. I will not contact you. You will have to contact me, but I do charge for them. Or if you want her to have a mini reading, as long as she's in the chat and you are there with her, I'll have to check with Veronica on the rules. But we'll see. But I can't do it while she's not in the chat, my darling. All right. Okay, let's have a look. Trish. Right, Trish. So you could understand the lung cancer with the locket. All right, so let me tune into this a bit more then. And would you understand this as mum, Trish? Just let me scroll up and see if I can find the comments. I can't find the comment. You'll have to hi Ian, my darling. Yeah, you'll have to oh, bless you, Jamie. Thank you for that. I appreciate you. Trish, would you understand this as being mum? Yes, mum, and you have a locket. Okay, thank you, my darling. Would you understand mum having problems with her blood pressure? Because as I'm connecting with your energy, I'm feeling mum come in and she's making me feel very hot and very sweaty, very clammy, I want to say, rather than sweaty. Thank you, my darling. Now she showed me this locket, or should I say the other lady showed me the locket, but I feel yours is very similar, and it's got like a little pattern on the front of it, and it's one of them where you have to undo the clasp and it flicks open. And like I say, it's got a little swirly antique pattern on the front. Yes, the blood pressure. Okay, my darling, because like I say, she's making me feel very clammy and very hot, and that's how I feel when my blood pressure's up. Now she's come down. I say she's come down because they all meet me in the middle, bless them. She's come down just to she's telling me that you've been very stressed and she's worried about your blood pressure because you've been feeling quite overwhelmed with things physically. It's like your body's physically showing the stress as well as mentally. Yes, it has a pattern. It's just to make sure that I'm on the right wavelength. Okay, my darling. And you would understand there being a photo in this locket as well. And she's saying anytime that you feel stressed, anytime that you feel anxious, anytime that you feel overwhelmed, just open the locket and look at the photo and it will help. You can talk to her. Talk to the photos if you're talking to her. She's saying she knows that you can't hear her, but she will try and give you the answers and give you signs when she can. So like if there's any questions or any advice that you need, she's saying you might not get the answer straight away because it takes all of her energy to communicate in the ways that you will notice. And she's saying you've been hearing footsteps and you've been hearing doors opening and closing. This is your mum walking around the house. You do talk to a lot. So when you talk to her, you hear these doors opening and closing and you hear footsteps, and that's her letting you know that she's around. She's wanting you to hear them footsteps and hear them doors to know that she's there and that she's listening. Now, in terms of getting the answers that you want or the answers that you need, she's saying she uses music and she uses a TV to be able to communicate the answer to you, but you're not really taking any notice of it because it's a TV and because it's music and because it's kind of, it feels like white noise to you, if you like, because she's saying you're very active, you're always doing something, you're always busy with something. So the TV and the music is really on just for background. You're not actually listening to it. But anytime you ask a question, she wants you to listen. You hear a lot of things and smell someone cooking at 2 in the morning. Oh my goodness. Well, I don't know about the cooking, but she's definitely saying she's making you hear. So, okay, my darling. You've also been visited in your dreams by her, and you've kind of questioned whether or not it's been real or whether it's your imagination or whether it's been just a dream. Dreams aren't just dreams, my darling. Dreams are messages, and sometimes the spirits, our loved ones in spirit, they come down and they visit us in the dreams because it's easier for them to get you to take notice of what they're saying, to take notice of the message, to take notice of what they want you to hear and feel. And when you remember these, keep a pen and a pad. She's showing me a pen and a pad by your bed. I don't know if you do this already, but this is what she's wanting you to do. Keep a pen and your pad. And if you struggle talking to her, journal it. Journal it like a diary, like dear mum, blah, 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 blah. Okay, my darling? Yeah, she's showing me a pen and paper. I'm also seeing tears with you. She's put teardrops in my eyes. So I do know there's been some crying because of the fact that you miss certain and you feel you really need her physicality at the moment. But she's there. She's there. She's holding your hand. She sits on the edge of your bed at night. She tries to soothe you to sleep. And I feel her brushing my hair. So I do know that you feel her running. It's almost like you're in a half sleep state and you can physically feel her fingers running through your hair, and it's so soothing and so calming, and it's that makes you drift off. There is a pen and paper at your bed, bless your heart. All right, so when you wake up, write down these dreams, write down what you've seen, write down what you've heard, and eventually you'll see a message in there. Okay, that's one way of them communicating with you. So if you want to hear your mum more, and see more, ask her to come in. Oh, bless your heart. She doesn't want you to cry, my darling. She wants you to stop the tears. She misses you too, but she's there with you. She's only a thought away. All you have to do is send a thought out and she'll be there, and she's always by your side. All right, my darling? She's taking notice of what's going on. She knows how anxious and worried you are. She knows how stressed you are, and she's trying to help calm things down. She's mentioning lavender, so I don't know if you smelt lavender or if you have lavender, your hair moves. I don't know if you have lavender in your bedroom, but she's giving me lavender. So if you're not already using lavender to try and help with the calm and the anxiety and the de-stress, make sure you get some, okay, my darling? That's what she's suggesting. Lavender bubble bath, lavender aromas in the bedroom, even some fresh lavender around the home, just to help keep that sense of calm. All right, my darling? She's heard your prayers. She's showing me. She's making me close my eyes, and she's making me put my hands together, and she's heard your prayers. All right? So they are listening. They are trying to help, but you've got to stop getting yourself in such a state and stop overthinking. And that's you've got lavender in the bedroom. There you go. So you're doing everything that you need to be doing. Again, only thought away. All you have to do is send a thought out and she'll be there, and make sure you journal everything and things will make more sense. All right, my darling. So I'll leave mum's love with you. Very, very loving lady. Beautiful features. She's got a lovely smile. You've got her smile. She's showing me that you and her have got the same smile. And she's saying keep that locket safe. All right. And whenever you need her, just open up the locket and she'll be there. All right, my darling. So I'll leave mum's love with you. Such love. She's also sending you healing, and I'll leave you with the lavender as well. All right, my darling, and I'll say thank you for working with me, and thank you to your lovely mum as well for coming down and working with me. All right, that was a lovely message. That was lovely, lovely lady. Yeah, I can tell that. Yeah, she had a lovely energy, Trish. I'm glad she came through for you, my darling. Okay, let's have a look. Scroll up. Oh, what have we got? Cornelia, you was asking about a move, I believe. Let me have a look. I can't see a comment. Was you asking about a move, Cornelia? Or was that somebody else? Okay, let's have a look for you. Well, Spirit coming in quite close tonight. Yes, you did. Okay, my darling. Let's have a look. Oh, I'm going to shake that again because we've already had that one. As I'm connecting with your energy, Cornelia, I've got the song Summertime. Summertime, and the living is easy. Bees are jumping, and the weather is high. Daddy's gone, but your mama's good looking. Come to me, baby, don't you cry. And that's enough of that. Sorry to deafen you all with my awful singing. But yeah, that's the song I've got for you. So you would understand Dad in spirit, Cornelia. And I have a feeling Mum's still on the earth plane. Let me know if that makes sense. It is summertime, yes it is. However, I do feel, because it says summertime and the living is easy, so I don't know when you're planning on moving, but I do feel that things are going to be easier for you over the summer. Now, whether this is to do with the actual deal of the move or contracts or actually physically moving somewhere, I don't know, but things are going to be easy. Or as easy as it can be. It's I would say yes, you are going to move, and it's going to be an easy move. There's going to be no difficulties or blockages in the way, I feel. And I do feel Dad is going to be helping you with this move, because he's around you and he knows you need to move. So Dad will be around you. Would you understand that this move has been a long time coming? I almost feel like you've been searching for a while for the right house and not found it, or there's always been a delay or something to stop it from happening, or there's been an event that's got in the way. It's just been one thing after another, I feel, with this house search and this house move. But I do feel that there is a move, and I do feel that whether it'll happen over the summer or at the end of summer, but things, yes, been thinking of it, and yes, blockages. Okay, my darling. Yeah. You got Spirit Keeper of the North. Now, I know this is a wintry scene and things are cold, but you've got the blues there. So again, it's about communication. You've got the moon energy. So that is a strong sign that everything will move forward as planned. You've got the love and the help of Spirit that's helping you find the right place, the right move, the right town. And although the trees look bare, it's almost like new starts, fresh snow, fresh start, and everything is bare. It's almost like you're having a huge clear out while you're going to be having this move, and you're clearing out all the negativity, not just on a spiritual level, but also on a physical level. You're getting rid of everything that no longer serves you, that no longer needs to take up space, I want to say. So there's going to be a lot of clearing out, and as you're doing this, there's going to be a lot of healing, because there's a lot of things, a lot of clutter that you've got, physical clutter, mental clutter, spiritual clutter, that all needs cleaning out. So what I want to say to you is, as you're packing for this move, there's going to be a lot of emotions, and everything will be laid to bear, but you will heal from it. A lot of things you will look back on, and you'll be able to forgive and move on from it. Okay, my darling. So I do feel this is needed, not just because you want to move on a physical level, but mentally and spiritually it will be better for you as well. Intend to do a boot, so yes, but everything will be healing, my darling. Okay, it will all have a healing effect, and once you get into your new place, you've got the energy, you've got fresh energy, fresh start, and you will be able to move forward with much more positivity, much more energy. Okay, my darling. So don't give up. I know you're feeling a bit flat at the moment. You're feeling tired. You're feeling weary. You're feeling worn down by life. But once this is done, you will find yourself having a reboot. All right, my lovely. I hope that helps. I hope that helps. Okay, give me a second. Okay, let's see who's next. I hope that helps you, my darling. But yes, I can see a move, and it will be very beneficial for you. Whether it will happen during the summer or at the end of the summer, I'm not too sure, and I'm not going to predict. But I got the song Summertime, so there's definitely going to be changes over the summer as well. All right, my lovely. Let's see who's next. I haven't got your dad with me here, K-Weezy. I've got to be honest, and I'm not going to sit here and make it up. If he comes through, I'll let you know. But at the moment, I haven't got anybody for you with me here, my darling. What is that noise? Give me 1 second. Sorry. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that, Spirit. I'm messing with my taps again. We have a regular visitor that keeps messing with my taps. And I have to keep going to turn them off. All right, let's see. Bernie, let's come to you, my darling. Will my children come back together? Oh, nothing worse than your kids having a fallout, is there, my darling? I know I've got 2 of my siblings that don't talk to each other for whatever reason. Okay, let's have a look. Can we have some guidance for Bernie with her children, please? As I tune into your energy, Bernie, I'm getting a headache. So I do feel that this has been a headache for you. I feel like you've been putting your all in to try and fix things between them. But what I want to say to you is, and what Spirit are telling me, I don't know who I've got with me. I don't. Okay, it's my guide. It's Adrian. Adrian is my guide, and he comes through to tell me things when there's no family members. I haven't got one of your family members with me at the moment. They might come through, they may not. But at the moment I'm speaking, it's Adrian, my guide, that's speaking to me. And what he's telling me is you need to let them sort it out for themselves. Okay? You can do all the talking, all the mending, all the fixing, in the world until you're blue in the face. But the chances are, because they're both stubborn, I'm being told, and they both want to be right, it's about pride. They both have a lot of pride, and it's something they need to let go of before things can be mended. But what I want to say to you is they need to sort it out for themselves, because they have their own lessons to learn. They have their own lessons to learn, is what he's telling me. And he's saying is, okay. He's saying, as hard as it is for you to step back as the parent and as the guardian and as the advisor, you need to step back and let them make their own mistakes. You're seeing the mistakes they're making, you're seeing where they're going wrong, and you're trying to advise them the best way to move forward and the best way to get through it or over it or whatever the case may be. But it's something they need to learn for themselves. You need to step back and let them make the mistakes, because if you don't, they won't learn anything from it. Does that make sense? I know you've tried everything, darling. I'm being told that you've tried everything. But you can try everything. It's not going to work, because they need to do it for themselves. All right? Now, Adrian's having a bit of a laugh with me. We have a saying in my house. You're big enough, old enough, and ugly enough to figure it out on your own. Yeah? At some point, I don't know how old your children are, but at some point, Bernie, they have to take responsibility for their own behavior, their own choices, and their own actions. Okay? So hand it over to Spirit, ask them to help. Will they come together? I don't know. I feel there's a lack of communication, because both want to be right and no one wants to admit that they're wrong. Short of putting them in a boxing ring and letting them go 10 to a dozen, they are nearly 30 years old. Well, there you go. Big enough, old enough, and ugly enough to sort it out for themselves, okay? So step back. I know it's hard. I know it's hard seeing them not talking. But they literally need to sort it out between themselves. And if they don't, well, they don't. And that's something they're going to have to live with. But again, it's whichever path they choose to take, and whether or not they want to learn what lessons they need to learn from it according to their own life path. Spirit of air, there you go. That says it all. You need to get rid of the mental stuff that it's causing, because it's doing your head in, my darling. Okay, see the stormy clouds there, all this worry over your children at 30 years old. I know you're always a mum. My son's 30 years old this year, so I know exactly where you're coming from. My daughter is 29 this year, and I'm like you. I've tried everything to get them to let bygones be bygones. Let them sort it out themselves. They'll either talk or they won't. We all want them to be best friends when they're growing up. We all want them to have a good relationship as adults, but it doesn't always work out that way for whatever reason, okay? So hand it over. Get rid of the fog, get rid of the clouds, hand it over, and just let them get on with it, and stop being picky in the middle. All right? Yes, it is doing your head in. I can see that. You need to let it go, my darling. Just say, do you know what? You're old enough to sort it out between yourselves. I'm not trying anymore. One day I won't be here and you'll only have each other. Maybe that's when you'll sort yourselves out. And if you don't, then you don't. You know, it's not that I don't care. It's not, I love you both. I care for you both. But it's not my problem, and I'm not doing it anymore. All right? So I will leave that with you, Bernie, and I hope that helps. I'm sorry it wasn't the advice that you wanted, but there's nothing you can do, my darling. They've got to do it themselves. All right? And I will leave that with you. Oh, I know that feeling, K-Weezy. You're very welcome, Bernie. Right, that's me done for tonight, my darlings. I know I've started late, and I know I've got at least another 5 minutes yet, but we've had a bit of an upset in the house tonight. So I've been called to time. I'm going to go and make myself a coffee, check on my daughter, and I will be on Prism of Light on Sunday, God willing, and the bus is running. Other than that, I will see you next Thursday at 7 p.m. Hopefully there'll be no more dramas. Stay safe. Don't forget, they're only thought away. Spirit are with you all the time. If you didn't get a message tonight, don't think that it's not because they don't want to talk to you or communicate. They are around you. All you've got to do is look out for the signs. All right, my lovelies. Lots of love. See you soon. Bye.